Hey everybody, this is Jen Makovsky over at Central High School, and I just put together something real quickly I thought that might be helpful when you're introducing your students to APEX. This is just a slideshow that I put together for my students, and I thought, well, might as well share this with everybody and see if it works for you. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to show them is this page, and I'm going to have them go to www.apexvs.com, just like we were instructed. And then go ahead and obviously type in K and then their ID number and then the password, Keller@123. And again, this is a slideshow I'm just giving for students. And then they're going to get this page. And so I even have it directed, you're going to have to do the new password and confirm password. And then they have to click on I have read and accepted the student code of conduct. And I'm going to encourage them to read that student code of conducts, of course. However, we'll see if they actually do it. And then they'll have this page with the account update. And so they'll make sure that they choose wisely. And then they're going to get to this page. And so this is where it gets a little bit tricky. And I have a student that allowed me to use his account so I could show people. So I've got that, but when they walk in the door, I'm actually giving them this page. Let's see if I can, or these pages. And this I found, thanks to Kathy Hodgson, who helped me find it. If you go into the teacher page, like when you log into APEX, from help to help home, curriculum resources, and then you filter for Texas and English, and you can find this. I had to kind of plunk around a little bit to find what I wanted, but for us in English 1, this is the assignment sheet. And so what I'm doing for this first assignment, just so that everybody can kind of get their feet wet with what's going on, is Kathy helped me pick one of the topics or one of the units that's pretty manageable. And so the one that I chose was number 17. And I actually went through all of my handouts that I'm giving the kids, because each student will get this 3-page packet with all the units. And I actually had I had this highlighted. Or they walked in the door and I had it. It was totally highlighted for them. And so that's their cue of this is a unit that they are to work on. So they know that Unit 17 is where they need to focus. Now, once I go through the district exams and I can kind of fine-tune for each student, then they're going to hand these back to me, and then the next time they get back, student A might have 13 is highlighted, but then student B might have, 19 is highlighted. And student D or C might have 24 highlighted. And then for the students who did very well in the district exam, they got a 100, then I'm going to have to decide which area, maybe our school's hotspot, that I want all of my students to work on. If they've mastered all the skills on the district exam, what would be my next step? And so once I look at that, then I will make that decision. And so all the students that got a 100 might have, number 20 highlighted, or whichever one I choose. So when they get that, it'll be very clear what they have to do. So I'm going to go back over to the PowerPoint. Actually, I'm going to go over to this page so you can see. So here's Pierce's. This is just a student sample. He logged in, he got his password, and it leads right to this page. So I'm going to show my students how you click here, and then it will lead them to this page. It takes a little bit to load. And then they scroll down, and I'm going to go through, what that page looks like and how the expectation is every one of my students is going to do number 17. And I explained to them, what these 4 dots mean. There are 4 subtopics under usage, and so each one of those represents that, and they'll see that change as they go through the unit. And when they click on it, they're going to get their pretest. And because I had already done this as a topic, or I did this for a different PowerPoint, this led us to his pretest results. What you would see on the first screen, or what every other student's going to see on the first screen, is the actual pretest. And I'm telling the students it's a non-negotiable. They have to do the pretest. And so after they do the pretest, and look at how poorly we did on this, and we're clicking just to see, then they're going to get these 4 topics. And so anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you what I'm doing with it. And I don't know if it'll help you, but it kind of made me see this a little bit differently. And I'm going to go back over here. So there goes 17, and then this is what it's going to look like when you get to that pre-test. So they start there, and then they'll go to that page where I showed you where, all the topics that they're going to need to work on. And so this is the last slide for my students. I'm going to let them know that they need to do well in the pre-test because it'll save you time later. And I'm going to highly recommend that they do these 3. Now, that's the beauty of Apex is what I'm finding is, they can do it however they want to. They can jump right to test it if they want to. They get 3 tries. So if you've got some students who are really, really confident and they're like, no, I know how to do this. This is so easy. I'm going to say, hey, you've got 3 tries. Do that first time. Try the test it and get going on it. But if you don't do very well, you might want to go back and visit these and see what works for you. Maybe you want to go to learn it and then go to try it and then try the test again. Maybe if you don't do so hot on the second test, then maybe you can go to review it and then try it one more time. So, that's kind of the beauty of it, that they do have that control. I control what I need them to do, but they control how they want to get the job done. So I'm going to tell them their assignment is to do all of Unit 17, and they get 3 tries to get a 100, and I'll take the grade from there. But anyway, that's how I'm going to use Apex, and I just wanted to share it with y'all.